Hey, what is up everyone? And today I'm going to be taking a look at these right here. This is the Figureize Standard Jet Effect Clear Blue. And I noticed just when I pulled this out and started making the yellow ones, which I have made already right here, these are the exact same jet effects that come with this. So essentially by taking this right here, and this right here, kinda, this is the upcoming newer version of the real grade new Gundam box that is coming out in December. So it's essentially kind of like a review of that, because as far as I know, nothing new comes in it besides the fact that it's an action base 4, not an action base 5, which is just 3 of these bases, but one of these stocks. So essentially, it's a review of both the jet effects and what that kit will essentially be like. But anyway, let's get to it. Once again, of course, this video right here would not be possible without those absolutely awesome people over at HobbyLink Japan. So if you do want these effect parts for yourself, then there's a link down there in the description. So today I'm going to be looking at both the blue version of this as well as the yellow version of this. And first off, how much do these put you back? Well, these cost about 510 yen. So how about that new upcoming December box that has the new Gundam, some of these effects, as well as an Action Base 4 included? Well, as for that, that will put you back 5,100 yen. So let's do a little bit of math and see how worthwhile is it? So the standard version of the new right here, this will put you back 3,570 yen or there and around. All these prices are from HobbyLink, by the way. So that right there is our starting point. As for the Action Base 4, once again, this is an Action Base 5. Again, there's 3 of these hexes included in an Action Base 4. Honestly, I've never bought an Action Base. Well, not these type. They come with kits all the time, so this one right here is from the Master Grade Quanta. That, of course, is the Quanta Full Saber, by the way, not the standard Quanta. So this comes with Quanta Full Saber. So an Action Base 4 comes in at around 600 yen on the button. So now with the Action Base and the Gundam, that is 4,170. And finally then, the effect set that we're looking at today. So we only get 3 of these blasting effects in one set. And from what I can see of the picture, as you can see right here of the new upcoming kit, that comes with 6. So that's the equivalent of 2 of these packs. So jet effects about 1,020 yen or around. So you're looking at about 5,490 yen for the lot. And the kit itself, the one coming out in December, is 5,100 yen, around. So essentially you're just saving 90 yen, so it's not that big of a deal that it's totally sold out. Just buy them all separately, unless there's something I'm missing. I'm sure the decals, everything, is exactly the same as the original kit. But anyway, let's check these suckers out. Also, I will mention right now, because I'm talking about the real grade new Gundam, if you do want to win one of your own, then check out the video down there in the description. I'll also put a card up there right now because I am giving one away, and this is a kit not to be missed. This right here is the king of the real grade Gundams. But anyway, let's get back to it. So all you get is this little bag here. On the front here, we've got some examples of what they look like in action. We've got a Figureize guy there, just a generic guy. Some kind of generic bot that kind of looks like a Jegan. Is this actually something, or is it just a totally generic bot? If you know what this is, drop it down there in the comments. I'll pin it because I have no clue. And once you tear open that bag, inside we've got 3 runners. That is, a runner of these long stand parts, a runner of various connection parts, and the business runner, which is the blue jet effects. In the yellow kit, of course, these will be in yellow, we have a picture of the entire contents of this kit, and there is the instructions. Exceptionally easy to follow. These all build the same, it's just 3 of the one thing, and we've got options in here. So the assembly of the actual effect parts is very, very simple. Each one is just made of 4 different segments. That is one half of the tail, the second half of the tail, and the larger and smaller section of the blasty front area. This just assembles like this, sandwich those 2 parts together, simple. Pop the tip onto that blasty bit and then just stick them both together, simple. As for the clear stand type sections, this is pretty simple as well. We've got a bunch of options here, but I'm going to go with the simplest one first. Just snap out the little stand section here. Then we've got this section here which has the ball joint. We've only 3 of these, and these are the actual connection points for connecting the effect part. Snip that out, attach them both together as simply as so, pop the ball into the hole, and there we go. That's exactly what it looks like. This is pretty good, pretty simple, but because of the variable nature of this kit, especially the stands, if you do get in close there, you can see there's a secondary hole on the other side as well as another peg pointing down the way, and this isn't the most aesthetically pleasing, especially if you just want to attach this very basically. For example, here's a whole bunch of the parts stuck together, and if you're trying to get the right angle and the right way, you could end up with something a little bit hideous looking like this. But of course, this little build here is a total exaggeration. That's just me keeping all the parts together. So here we are with our basic blast, and this is a 3mm peg, so that does mean when you've got your action base, it can attach into any of those 3mm holes on the base like so. But we also have 3mm holes along the side of that too, so it can pop in like so. So even with the most basic layout of this thing, which is just this little stand and the attachment point, you get quite a lot you can do with the action base right here. Of course, this isn't really a jet effect as it has a tip right here, so this is giving me more of a Goku vibe, definitely. Try and move that around so you can see that a little clearer, but that looks pretty cool right there. Of course, this is for using with the Figure-Rise model kits. So if you do have a Figure-Rise Dragon Ball model kit, this will look absolutely fantastic. This here is an SH Figuarts. I don't actually have any of the model kits right now, but all in all, looking pretty cool. So next up we have these little attachment points right here to build them slightly differently. So this has a 3mm peg. I guess you could use this if you wanted attached into anything with one of those holes. But this can also be used to just attach it in here like so. It is a little longer than what we would have seen before, and if you pop off the top, we've got that 3mm hole. So in the instructions it says this can attach to verniers on Bandai's plastic model kits, but it says some products may not be attached depending on the shape, so I'm just gonna try a few kits at random. So the closest kit to me right now besides the real grade new is the real grade Tall Geese, and I can already tell this probably won't work. This one's verniers, like you can see right there, it doesn't have much of a hole in it, so let's try. Okay, so there's not enough room anyway, so let's take off that flared segment and... Any luck? No. How about in here? Those look exactly the same, so... Will it work? That's a hell no on the Tall Geese. So going right to the shelf now to dip into some master grade, see if they'll work, and let's play a bit of a game of which one will he pick? And let's go for... Heavy arms Well, good job that sock was there to cushion his landing. Anyway, how will things work out with the Heavy Arms Kai? Whoa. This isn't going well too far. I mean, this isn't going well so far. Okay, next, the good old Master Grade Gym Sniper 2. Any luck? For a second I thought maybe... Also, how do you know what color thrust a mobile suit has? For example, the Robot Tamashi Ver Anime Gym Sniper 2 has blue thrust, then the Zaku Black TriStar seems to have a yellow-orange thrust, and then the Camphor is blue thrust again, so I know, what do you guys think? So continuing the hunt for thrusters that will work, let's try the Moon Gundam. This of course the high-grade Moon Gundam, and no, this looked like a perfect fit, but no bueno. Continuing the hunt with another one of my all-time favorites, the Real Grade Gundam Mark II. Flip them around, try sticking it in, and any luck? Not even a chance. That's some shallow verniers right there. How about an Origin Zaku? Nope. Origin Jim? No. Getting a bit desperate now with the Neo Zeong. Any luck? Not a chance. Try and get on in here with the Real Grade Sazabi. Any luck? Duck down and poke. Now, how about the one true god of Gunpla? And... no! Okay, so it only just dawned on me to actually try it with the Real Grade New itself, so will this finally be it? No. Definitely not. Whew, digging down deep into my Gunpla catacombs now for this. This is a high-grade Blue Destiny kit, and... no! The Cheddar Cheese Master... no! So yeah, this right here says some products may not be attached, but as far as I can see, it's all products may not be attached. All of them! But of course, this right here is a 3mm peg, which is the standard across most Japanese toys, figures, model kits, etc. So you will find holes it will fit in. Just doesn't seem to be for verniers so much. For example, Bandai's awesome line of 30-minute mission kits all have 3mm holes up the hoo-ha. So these most definitely will fit in those. So it looks like it's got that absolutely intense thrust. Of course, I feel these are definitely too close together to fit them both in, but what you can just do is remove the outer segment and attach them in. And this actually has verniers, believe it or not, that these can attach into. Also, the same goes for anything like Figma, etc. that have 3mm holes. Like if you feel like your zombie made a waifu doesn't have enough acceleration and thrust, just lob one into the back there like that. Awesome. Okay, so apparently you're able to double up on these pieces, just like so. Then double up on these pieces. Well, technically, if you can double up, I assume you can also treble up. Oh yeah, definitely. So if you want it to look like it's blasting even more, then you've got that option right there. Of course, if that wasn't enough, because we do have a little ball joint on the top of this, it can pop into that. If you want some kind of double thrust, I don't know why you do this. It doesn't look particularly good, but hey, it is there in the instructions. And then next up in here, we've got these plus tipped ones. And according to the instructions, these are for attaching to these gizmos right here, which I guess are a different kind of thing from a model kit, like a figurize or some kind of Saikamu bit or funnel from a mobile suit. Actually, they look exactly like whatever this here or this here is. So once again, not quite sure what that is. And lastly, then we've got various adapters. So the way it shows in the instructions to attach these is you've got this kind of three-way one here. You can just pop that in wherever. These long ones, like we've seen before, can pop into that. Then we've got these guys right here, and this is a very, very specific tip right here. I'm not sure exactly what this is for because it does not say it in the instructions, but that right there is very specific. But anyway, you can use that in a kind of extendy kind of way, like so. And honestly, you can keep building on, building on, building on, building on, building on, top it off with one of these balls, then on with the effect part. There really isn't a whole lot of point to this, it just kind of looks like a very bad sculpture. But for me, this was just to point out, because of the variable nature on this, it can look a little bit on the ugly side depending on the way that it's built. So anyway, back to the original point, and that is trying it out with the fin funnels, and I already realized I'm a total idiot. This is the one for using the plus tips with. Look at that plus tipped hole right there. So simply enough, we just pull them off the wing, fold them up like we would have seen in the full review, of course. Alright, so this should be simple enough anyway. So plus tip on, then on with the outer boost segment, then connect that plus shaped adapter into the hole. At this point, you will want to bring that boosty segment up further to hide it, and look at that. That looks good. And I almost forgot to mention this, for a 500 yen effect part, it's not so bad. You can kind of see the circles inside of that from most angles. That is where they attach, but besides that, it does look nice. Personally, what I would do with this is get this segment here and give it a bit of a white spray, only at this end, so it kind of covers all this with a whitish opaque covering that will hide those parts in there but still give you that transition to the nice clear yellow. That way you'd hide those parts, and I think it would look pretty damn awesome. So finally, there's what the real grade new Gundam will look like with those effect parts on the action base. Once again, the new box that does come out in December will have a 3 hexagon base, which is larger than this, so you can do a bigger display, and it will have 6 of these effect parts, not just 3. So that's the difference between what I have right there and what is coming out in December. These are very strong, they're quite awesome. They don't attach really to verniers like the instruction says so much without some kind of modification or something that has specific 3mm holes. I do find the arms on this, they look a little bit on the ugly side unless you use just the very standard long arms, but then everything goes in right angles, so the design of the arms could be a little bit prettier. Anyway, here's what it will look like with 6 attached. That is 3 yellow as well as 3 blue. Just in case you're like, I don't really care for the yellow one so much, what does this guy look like with blue? So once again, I guess the official color is yellow, but of course it is compatible with the blue ones as well. But all in all, it's pretty cool. Should you wait till December to get the entire box? Well, maybe, but you can get the exact same thing now separately, and it's not really any more expensive, so maybe the box will look a little different. I'm not sure, but anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you do want to win a real great new Gundam of your own, there is a video that is the Transformers versus Gundam one, where you can win one. There is a few days left on that. Actually, quite a few days. And of course, this video would not have been possible without Hobby Link Japan, so if you want to buy these effect parts, there is a link down there in the description. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So once again, all my unending, unyielding thanks to everyone who supports this channel, including my Perfect Grade channel member, Craig Jerry, and my Gundarium tier patrons over on Patreon. That's Kaiser721, Forged Horizons, Vex, Bolwick, and Tyler Sanders. So once again, just know that every penny you guys are adding to the channel is going completely towards moving this baby towards 4K. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, you can check out either of those. But anyway, once again, thanks to everyone, and I'll see you next time.